Sudip Dev Barman is one of the few leaders of Tripura who, irrespective of what happens elsewhere, tends to win his seat. He's now with the Congress, and we don't know exactly who's winning which seat at the moment, Dev Barman. But Sudip, do you accept that this alliance on the ground has not worked? Left Congress, you have actually opened up the space for the BJP to consolidate among the majority Bengali community, particularly because there was an aggressive campaign launched by Tripura Mota, so the tribals were getting consolidated, and so have the Bengalis. The Congress left has lost out. The left is losing out in the tribal areas, you are losing out in the Bengali speaking areas.
Rajdeep, I humbly differ with whatever projection you are showing in the name of exit poll. Don't take it otherwise. We have our organization, so does the left across the state. You ask the BJP guys, the Tripura Motha workers, leaders, or Susmita Di, or whosoever is there in your show, and you know the answer best. We have not witnessed even a single channel on the day of poll to gather the information from the electors who just casted their votes and came out of the polling booths. Nowhere this mechanism worked out in our state, but you are terming all these figures as exit poll. So at the initial stage, I humbly defer to call it an exit poll.
No, it's not an exit poll. It's a post-poll study. It's actually much better than an exit poll, because once polling is concluded, in a scientifically determined fashion, our pollsters go to the residents of people who have actually cast their mandate. I've been part of some of these polls. They see who's voted, sir, and that's how they determine in a far more scientific manner than just randomly standing outside a polling booth.
Okay, fine. Then the term you should use is the opinion. I can humbly differ with that, but you can use it as not an exit poll. You can term it as an opinion poll. So far as your opinion poll is concerned, which you are projecting right now, I humbly differ with you. Why? The reason. The statement that you are, or observation that you are making, that Tripura Motha has, you say, garnered all the tribal votes. Yes, it's a fact, almost a chunk of the voters they have garnered. But in those seats, in those constituencies, apart from I stand to correct Ms. Verma on this, not 21, it is 20 ST reserved seats where there is a contest. This apart, there are another 20 odd seats where the tribal electors do have a significant role in determining the prospect of the candidate. In those constituencies, in the last elections, if you kindly go through the booth-wise result sheet, it was in those constituencies where the tribal vote completely shifted towards the BJP ensuring the win of those candidates from the unreserved seats. But this time around, the Tripura Motha contesting, the tribal votes having gone shifted to Tripura Motha in those unreserved seats, is now a topsy-turvy situation for the BJP to win those seats.
No, what you are forgetting, Mr. Dev Barman, Sudip Roy Barman, what you are forgetting is that in those seats, what we are also seeing is the Bengali vote consolidating. You see, the Congress-left alliance is being hit on both sides. The Tripura Mota is taking the tribal vote, and the BJP is consolidating the Bengali vote. You've got stuck. Your voter is not transferring his or her votes to the left, your traditional enemy, and the left is getting a beating, particularly because Tripura Mota is striking in traditional left bastions.
Okay. That's the point where you made a mistake in West Bengal. So to read the mentality of the Bengalis, especially in West Bengal, in Tripura, you have misread them in West Bengal also. You are now misreading in the minds and the hearts of the Bengali voters in Tripura also. In Tripura, this time around, in these elections, people were so upset with the BJP because of the misrule and the lawlessness of the state. They have cheated the people, the trust of the people in these last 5 years. All the democratic rights have been stolen away. The constitution is completely invalid in the state of Tripura. And, you know, in Bengali we term is akrosh. ये आक्रोश का वोट था अभी इस चुनाव में 4 बजे सवेरे 4 बजे in the morning at 4 a.m. in the morning you will see we witnessed huge quantum of voters congregating in the polling booth area.
This akrosh that you are talking about, Kaushik, you know, the interesting thing that one noticed was actually, and that's where Rahul, I think the BJP pulled a rabbit out of the hat by removing Biplab Deb. The akrosh was very much there, say locals, but particularly against Biplab Deb. The manner in which he was running the state, the so-called bike bahinis, these youth who were running amok in several parts, there was charges of corruption. Did the BJP, if these numbers are right, just get that right? If they survived Tripura, it's because they changed the chief minister at the right time.
That's one of the factors, that they changed the chief minister, but we must also focus on this, that 8% more females have voted in favor of BJP compared to males. This is a significant number because if you look at Tripura's history, it has seen lots of electoral violence and always dominated by cadres, earlier the left cadres. So that atmosphere of violence BJP could control to some extent. Of course, it also had its own bike bahini, but at the same time all the rations going to households and all that, these things actually make more impact on the women of the house.
So let's talk a bit about that.